Scrap Junkies, welcome back to the channel. So I got another copper haul today. It's gonna be a good one. And actually the last copper haul that I had was from here. The last melt that I did was from right here. So we demoed this basement, and there was a big 1.25 inch water main, and as soon as you expose pipes, you know you have to bring them up to code. So they were it was all M copper. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, it's M, it's got to be changed, and I'm your man. I'll take care of it, don't you worry. So that's already been taken care of, but we have this beauty. I've never scrapped one of these before. This will be fun. So I'm waiting on Mr. Sparky. So this is actually the water heater and heat for the second floor. And I already put a 40-gallon water heater upstairs. I just gotta go tie it in, wait for Mr. Sparky to hook it up. And they've been switched over to heat pumps, so they don't need this for heat anymore. So as soon as Mr. Sparky comes and hooks it up, I get the green light to delete this. I'm good at deleting copper. Oh, it's always a good day when you get a big haul of copper. So it looks like, I'm not sure, I've never opened one of these, but it looks like it could be a big copper coil or tank inside, or two actually, because it's heat and hot water. We've got some nice big chunks of brass. Look at this, brass, brass, brass. More brass there. Oh yeah. So all this brass will probably go straight to the scrapyard, but all this copper is going to become money in bar form. And a lot of these joints are pro press, which is nice because there's no solder. It's just a little rubber O-ring inside. So the Devil Forge will take care of that rubber, no problem. It'll just turn into ash. You don't have to worry about soldered joints and slagging. But not only do we get to scrap this, I am going to follow these copper lines. We have 4 copper lines, 3/4. They come all the way over here, all the way over here, and straight up this wall. So obviously I can't like open walls or anything to get to the copper, but whatever is visible, goodbye. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Let's get after it. Man, this thing's the gift that keeps on giving. More copper, more brass. Oh man, not bad. How'd we do? I think we did pretty good. We've got 84 pounds of copper today, 48.5 pounds of brass, and a couple pounds of wire. Not too shabby. This is going straight in the truck, straight to the scrapyard tomorrow morning. And this stuff, yeah, it's going in there. Fire it up! Let's awake the beast. What's that? You want to see me strip? Okay. Cut some muffins. All right, we're back to see our friends here. Matsuchio, scrap metal. Let's see how much we get for that brass. Maybe it'll pay for some gas and breakfast. That would be great. So apparently they talk about me over there at Matsuchio's. He goes, we were just talking about you, Mr. Melter. And what did you bring me today? And I said, brass. And he goes, where's the copper? And I said, no, I'm keeping the copper. But I was trying to explain to him that melting the brass just isn't worth it to me, because it's smoky. You get this yellow toxic smog that comes out, and there's, you know, little springs and valves and different things inside the bodies that you got to take out. Yeah, it's just, I think it's kind of screwing up the forge, so it's just not worth the time. But how did we do? Well, let's see. We got 108 bucks. So that'll pay for the gas. See, now we have zero investment besides a little bit of time. We took the little bit of brass that we got with the copper, cashed it in. Now we can pay for all the gas we need. And yeah, we'll have 50 bucks left over, which we could probably, I don't know, get a gallon of gas. Thanks, Biden. So just think about that for a second, right? Think about the whole gas and oil thing. And if they're going to continue down this road of trying to just shut down oil, and I understand being, you know, good to the environment and, you know, wanting cleaner energy and all of that stuff. And it's weird because Elon Musk is doing that very thing. He's got solar panels. He's working on electric cars. He's building infrastructure. He's building like big storage banks. But they hate him. They absolutely hate him. Why is that? Very, very strange. So why am I personally gonna start stacking copper? Well, if they continue down this road of complete nonsense and trying to just shut down the oil overnight. So we are oil junkies. We are addicted to oil, right? And what happens when you just take drugs away from a junkie? It's not good. It's not good. So, I mean, I think they need to incentivize companies to start building the infrastructure and let the change start to happen instead of just, we're shutting you down. You know what I mean? It just makes no sense. So, if they do continue down this road, I can definitely see copper, zinc, nickel, all these materials going through the roof. And copper is a very, very useful material. I mean, it's already in high demand. So, I mean, if electric vehicles come into play and then it starts getting pushed even harder, oh my God. Because, you know, copper's on, it's on roofs, copper flashing, it's a natural formaldehyd, it's in wires, you know, it's in motors, it's in computers, it's in your phone, it's in this camera, it's in every car and truck. I mean, copper is used all over the place. So, I mean, personally, I'm going to continue to stack. And I kind of wish I didn't sell the last little bit that I sold, but you know what? It paid off the forge. So now I got zero skin in the game except a little bit of time. Let's get after it. Can you hear that? The forgery has started. Let's go! So these ProPress fittings, you can see, they're just kind of squeezed together, and they have a little rubber O-ring inside. So I noticed when you stick these in the forge, that O-ring gets so hot that it comes flying out, like it just comes shooting out of there like a little rubber missile. It just pops right out. I see most of it popping right out and landing on the pavement. The rest is turning into ash. So that's clean copper, 100% clean. So the last copper haul that I did, I got 78.5 pounds in copper bars. Can you guess what I got this time? 78.4 pounds of nice big juicy copper bars. So I got 15, exactly 15 bars again. So I got about 156.9 pounds of copper bars on deck. But I also want to go throw the gold back in the forge because the gold test came. I was able to test the gold and the silver. The silver is not 999, it's not 925, it's .800 impurity. And I'm cool with that. And then I tested the gold and it was sitting somewhere between 18 and 22 karat. So I'm going to give it another dose of lead, go chuck it in the forge real quick, and let's see if we can get it to pure. And then test it again. I think it's working. So I think you're shooting for time. So notice I shut the forge off. I'm gonna just let it marinate. Once it's up to temperature, it really doesn't matter. Almost 2,500 degrees. That's hot. Look at that. Now that absorbed big time. Well, it's still a little hot. And this did too. Even though this was already. So I'm gonna pull these out, give them a little cleanup and see what we got. All right, so I got them cleaned up, and unfortunately, and I had my suspicions, one of them was not gold. And I'm not sure what other metals were in it, but it seems like copper was the primary metal. I mean, look at that. That right there is 999 copper. Like, that is clean copper. So that was kind of a waste, but maybe I should have tested it beforehand. But yeah, the other one was gold, and we got this cube held down just a little bit smaller. We got our nice little gold button, and you can tell the weight difference here. I mean, this copper thing looks bigger, but this little gold nugget is way heavier. So let's see what we have. 2.81 grams, and I just did the acid test. You can see this bottom line right here, that top one, you can see the color difference. That's copper, and I put the 10 karat solution on just to see if it would dissolve. Didn't. And then this bottom line is the gold with the 22 karat it's nitric acid. There's different levels of nitric, so it basically uses that. If it dissolves it, so basically in the directions it says, if the 22 karat solution, if you let it sit on there for a minute, which it's been sitting on there for 10 minutes, if it does not dissolve it, which it has not even touched it, you have 22 karat or greater. There's not really something that says 24, but yeah, that 22 karat solution has not touched that. So that's pure gold. That's 24 karat gold. There's no doubt in my mind now. We've tested it, and yeah, this is not gold. But I remember weighing that little necklace, and it was 10 karat. It was a 10 karat necklace. We weighed it, and it was worth about $120. So now we have that same 10 karat necklace just melted down into a button and purified at 2.81 grams.
I looked up the 24 karat gold price per gram today. It's $58.44 times 2.81 equals $164.21. So the value actually went up like 40 bucks because it's pure gold. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Make sure you subscribe. Check me a thumbs up. See you later. What in the hell? Nancy Pelosi, what are you doing here? Get out of here.